The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Regis Prograis rates Devin Haney's power. Of course, going into this fight, so much was made about pillow fist Devin not having punching power. He looked very powerful last night at 147 against a guy, Regis Prograis, who many people felt like was actually the power puncher in the fight. Let's listen to what Regis Prograis had to say about Devin Haney's power, and then we'll discuss it.
We came in a little late, sorry, but
Excuse me, this video appears courtesy of Fight Hype. Subscribe to Fight Hype.
when did you sense that maybe he was stronger than you expected?
Man, I was just on the canvas. I was like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? I was just like on the canvas and stuff like that. But he doesn't have the power. He doesn't have power to where it's, it'll hurt you, but it's the quick power. And I was like, all right, this dude, he does have you have to watch out for that. You just can't run in with him, So I think that's when I realized it.
So you heard what he said. Dollar Bill, what's your reaction to what Regis had to say about Devin Haney's power?
Say he don't really got power like that. Your face is cat. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Your face says you're lying. You know what I'm saying? Your face is over there saying cat. Look, listen, the way he was getting beat up last night, man, I was like, yo, and the way Devin was putting the hurting on him, I was like, yo, I hope Devin passes urine test. Because listen, the power was on full display. You know what I'm saying? I said it in the second round when he got hit with that uppercut. I said, he's hurt. He's hurt. You know what I'm saying? And it took the third round. He came out the third round. I thought he would have learned his lesson. You know what I'm saying? After getting hit with that crazy uppercut that left him, you know what I'm saying, walking all crazy, stumbling. And I thought he would be more cautious. No, he went out there and got hit with that laser type right hand. Devin was just shocked last night. He was shocked, and the power was on display. And if he say the power wasn't like that, then you lying. Because you wasn't the Regis that I know. You know what I'm saying? that comes in and just fights. You know what I'm saying? I never said that you had the skills, but I always said that you was the tough, strong guy with heart. You know what I'm saying? Who can fight. You got the fight beat out of you. You know what I'm saying? And only a person with power can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody sitting there saying, oh, he pillow fisted, like bro was saying on the last episode. No. You know what I'm saying? All that's out the window. Wasn't no pillow fist last night. You was getting hit with bricks. You know what I'm saying? It was some bricks in those pillowcases.
Yeah. Again, I agree with you 100%, Dollar Bill. Look, let's be real. Devin could have knocked Regis Prograis out if that's the type of fighter he was. He wobbled and stunned Regis several times and then just walked away. Devin was content with putting a beating on him for 12 rounds because that's the type of fighter he is. But if he wanted to jump on him and just let his hands go and try to force the referee to stop the fight, he could have done that. He could have done that. So Regis can say, oh, he's quick and he can hit you with something you don't see. But to me, he's contradicting himself. And here's why, Dollar Bill, right? He said he got hit and then he was like, yo, what happened? That's usually what people say about power punches, right? You wake up on the floor like, yo, how'd I get here? Yeah, right? Looking like, what was my man? Curtis Stevenson, right? When Triple T hit him, he was like, ooh. Yo, see, at that moment, Curtis Stevenson wasn't a boxer. He was a fan. He was like, ooh, that boy got power. He looked like that meme of Lil Wayne when Lil Wayne was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Regis got hit and he didn't know what happened. That's a sign of a power puncher. Here's the other thing Regis said. He said, yeah, you can't just run in on Devin. Why not? Mm-hmm. Why not? You run in on someone who don't got power. You don't run in on Devin because he can put your lights out. And you knew that, Regis. Regis, you got wobbled so many times. How can you say Devin doesn't have power? I give Regis a pass because I know Regis was trying to build up the fight and promote the fight. And they did a great job. You know, people got to understand it's boring when you see two fighters who really respect each other. It's not going to sell anything. So I get it. Regis did what he had to do to sell the fight. So I respect him in that aspect. But we saw you get rocked, wobbled. We saw opportunities where Devin could have jumped on you and he just didn't do it.
Mhm.
And people got to understand that's how Floyd Mayweather was. That's how a lot of fighters were. So again, you're judging Devin's power, but he's not really a guy who looks for knockouts. He's a skilled fighter who looks to dominate. And he pitched a shutout. And statistically, one of the greatest performances in terms of hitting and not being hit we've ever seen. Shakur Stevenson, take notes. It wasn't boring. You know why? Because he gave us more than enough offense. What you saw was him disciplining his opponent. It was masterful in that ring. And I was just reminded of something, Shurdar Bill. Someone told me I was disrespectful to Regis in the entire buildup of the fight, but it played out exactly the way I said, right? So did Ryan Garcia's fight with whoever he was fighting. My point is, so many times people hang on to one prediction because that's the only fight that they really care about. It's like, oh, well, you got Crawford wrong. Okay, I got Crawford wrong. How many times have I gotten it right? And you ignore that, right? We don't, in Boxing Bros, we don't spend our whole time talking about just one particular fight. Like, we don't just focus on one fight and our whole channel's about one fight. We predict every fight, basically. We talk about all the fights. We don't just talk about one fighter. We don't just ride one fighter. We don't just do this. You ignore all that and just limit our expertise to just one fight. Oh, you got the Crawford fight wrong, so you don't know nothing. Come on, man. It's boxing. It's boxing. We try to tell you. You don't pay attention. It's not just getting one fight right. It's a body of work. You're talking about a 4-year body of work. What we've been trying to tell you about Devin and Dream Haney. And you haven't been listening. And we called Devin out. It's not even like we fanboy for Devin. Trill had to fight with Lomachenko, a draw. I thought Lomachenko edged it by 1 round. I mean, by 2 rounds, 115, 113. But again, I said you could score it for Devin, and it's not a robbery because it was that close. There were some swing rounds in there. Devin Haney's the champ. You feel me? So all I'm saying is Devin Haney got power. We've been trying to tell you. We've been telling you that people sleeping on Devin, and hopefully we're going to get into the next segment. We will see even bigger fights with Devin the Dream Haney, but making his way to the show, the undisputed king of the double talk, the man who tells every fighter he needs to take boxing seriously, but at the same time, he needs some time off. You know who he is. You know him and love him. Ned, the TBE.
What up? Wow!
Ned, man, did you get a chance to catch this fight?
Yo, honestly, I had a busy day yesterday. I didn't even get to catch it. I'm actually watching it right now. I'm watching it right now.
We're gonna get back to the
I heard it was exciting, so I'm gonna see it for myself. But I'm watching it right now, and maybe I'll give my takes at the end of the show.
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy, bro? I was thinking about what you were saying. Yo, everybody's seen Devin Haney's power on full display. Like, even the ref came over to him like, "Hey, I'm in there. I'm watching what's going on. You getting beat up?" Like, he said, "Do you want to quit?" He said, "No, there's no fact." He's like, "No, he's okay. You sure? There's no harm in him because he's getting beat up in here. You know what I'm saying? He's getting hit with everything. You know what I'm saying? Even the ref was telling him, like, you sure you don't want to quit? You know what I'm saying?"
It's Jack Reese in there. You know Jack will let it go on as long. Jack.
Yeah.
Jack will feel his pulse, and as long as he got one, Jack will sit him back out there. So even Jack was like, "Man, it's looking ugly for you, baby."
And Jack can let you fight, but he was like, "This, whew, You know what I'm saying? His reputation on the line. You know what I'm saying? He told him, he said, hey man, he ain't went around yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what the ref told him during the fight. The ref told him that during the fight. Hey, he ain't went around yet. He's getting hit with everything. Y'all sure y'all want to continue? Trainer's like, he's fine. He's fine. Regis is looking at him like, how you gonna tell him I'm fine? I'm not fine.
Now, I'll tell you what was comical, right? The last round, his trainer trying to give him the rah-rah speech, like everything you effing did, everything you worked for, you just gonna sit there. This is one of the moments where I know Regis wanted to be like, you go in there and get pieced up, and then come back here and tell me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I'll be watching the trainer sometimes. It's like, yo, why don't you have the decency and just be like, yo, survive, brother. I know what you're in there. I know what you're trying to do. You just want to go 12. You just want to be able to say you went 12. Like, go in there and do it. Like, shut up, man. Like, you know what I mean? The dude's sitting there. But, you know, it is what it is. You could take us out.
It's crazy. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services.
Salute to G, Conspiracy G, my brother.
G, my brother. And we got the TVE in the building. You already know it's the box.